Okay, so we're going to do a box plot. They used to be called box and whiskers, okay, because you're going to have two lines going out to the side like a cat whiskers. Now they just call it a box plot. This is the number of meteorites found in 10 states in the U.S. Construct a box plot for the data. First thing we need to do, you guys, is put them in order, lowest to highest. So I think 30 is the lowest, then 39, 47, 48, 78, 89, 138, 164, 215, and 296. So once we get them in order, let me move these up, we are going to do what they call a 5-number summary. Okay, so on the test, when it says 5-number summary, here's what you're finding. Low, Q1, Q2, Q3, and high. So it's really easy. We're just adding two numbers from the last example we did. We're going to add the low, okay, and that one is going to be, fix that, the low is going to be 30. Now we're going to need to do our Q1, Q2, Q3, and our high. So we know the high is equal to 296. We've got those already. That's all we're adding here. So let's find, first thing is going to be Q2. So we have 10 pieces of data. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be the middle, the median, right? Q2. So to get the Q2, you take 78 plus 89, divide by 2, and your Q2 is 83.5. Because it falls in the middle of two numbers, you add the two numbers, 78 plus 89, then you divide by 2. So your Q2 is 83.5. Now we're going to look at the first half of the data. The median of the first half gives us our Q1, okay? There's 5 numbers, so it makes it easy. 47 is in the middle. Q1 is 47. The median of the second half is our Q3. There's 5 numbers, so this is easy. Q3 is equal to 164. Any questions on the 5-number summary? Okay? All right, so here's how you do a box plot. We need a number line that covers all these numbers. So if my low is 30 and my high is 296, I'm just going to go from 0 to 300, okay? We're just estimating, but I'm going to start at 0, put 300 over here, and then try and split it up. 100, 200, good enough, okay? Now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put these 5 numbers on here. So let me get a different color. So my low is 30, so I'm going to put that right about here. And I typically write the number on top. You don't have to, but it just helps me. My next one is 47. I'm going to put that right about here. 83.5, my Q2, I'll say that's right about here. My Q3 is 164. And my high is way down here, 296. Now, we are going to draw a box. And let me see if I can do it a little better. We're going to draw a box around from Q1 to Q3. Okay, so around these 3 numbers. So my box is going to look like this. It's going to go from Q1 all the way to Q3. So you put your box with these middle 3 numbers, you leave the median in the middle. Now what you're going to do is you're going to draw a line through the median. Get a different color again here. I'm going to have a line through the median here. And then I'm going to draw my whiskers, okay, from this end. And then my whisker from this one. That is called a box plot. There's a lot of information you can get from a box plot, okay? First of all, you can always identify the median really easy. It's always where that line is in your box. If your box is really big, there's a lot of variation. Okay, if your box is really tiny, then it doesn't have much variation. In a box plot, here's what your percentages should be. 25% of your data should be in each whisker. So this should represent 25% of your data. This should represent 25% of your data. 50% of your data should be within this box, if everything works out correctly. So 25% here, 25% here, and then 50% in the box. Now this one would be called right skewed or positively skewed. You always name it by the longest tail. See how this one is not balanced. It's not symmetrical, okay? Because probably we had an outlier if we went through and did the last example. It's always named by the longest whisker. This one would be right skewed or positively skewed.